Hey guys, welcome back to my new YouTube video. So this week's video is going to be a little different. I'm not going to be customizing, but rather do a Q&A about who I am, how I started customizing, embroidering, thrifting, kind of that background. And a week ago I did post on my Instagram story asking you guys to ask me questions about my thrifting, my background, or whatever questions you guys have in mind that you want answered for me to cover in this video. So without further ado, let's get started. Those of you guys who don't know, my name is Lina Al-Hindi, and what started this whole account was my cousin from Florida, who's literally like my best friend. She flew in for a month and a half, and she and I just had a whole bunch of fun going to thrift shops, buying really cute clothes that people didn't want and putting it back on the market. And honestly, we just decided to create an account and start selling clothes, and then we saw there's a whole bunch of people who do this. Like,
obviously
it's not just us. And we realized like people do this as a hobby, and we considered like, you know what, we have fun with it, let's do it. So we ended up doing it, but that account did end up getting hacked like 4 or 5 months in, and I was at like almost 2K. So that was pretty devastating for me. I almost decided to just give up and not do it anymore and just focus on school, focus on family and other priorities and work and stuff. So that was tough, but I ended up pushing through and decided I want to do another. Somebody asked me what inspired me to start a business and why. Gaining a hobby in painting. It was really weird. I just started enjoying watching painting videos on Instagram, and that's how I'd fall asleep at night, really. And after that, I decided I want to start painting. So I went to Target, bought some paint, I bought some canvases, and took it back to my dorm and just started painting. And then saw people posting videos of them painting on shoes and making a really good amount off it. And I was like, I mean, that's nothing too difficult, in my opinion. And since then, I just bought some used Air Forces and Vans that people didn't want for really cheap, just to practice on. I have a few of my very beginning ones that I did. Terrible. No wonder why they never sold. I just kind of have them at home as like my beginning process, and hopefully when someone else buys sunflower Vans, I can redo them, obviously like 10 times better, and have a before and after picture. So I'm holding on to them. And I did Air Forces for the first time. Didn't know how to charge somebody at all. The person ended up having me paint the shoes, and they never bought it, so that was a bummer. But I ended up managing to get the paint off and redecorating it and selling it. One of you guys asked what high school I went to and why I chose the school that I'm going to now. And I graduated from my high school, Middle College High School, in 2019. And honestly, that was probably one of the best schools I've ever been to, and the experiences and all that it came with was just amazing. That high school, kind of, depending on how much you push yourself, guarantees you to graduate with an associate's degree before graduating high school. And I ended up graduating with 3 associate degrees before graduating high school, so that was a huge accomplishment of mine that I'm very proud of. And because of that, I went right into the nursing program. Well, I'm finishing up my prerequisite at Sac State, and I think I have 1 more year before I start applying to nursing programs, which is pretty scary because I don't feel like I'm ready yet. I feel like I'm still young and I need to live a little more, but life is life. And I chose that school because that was the only one that kind of guaranteed me a right spot for where I want to be, to kind of guide me. And from there, like, I found really good counselors, really good supportive people who had my back and supported me. But only issue is I'm gonna be there for 1 more year, and then I'm gonna transfer somewhere else in the United States to go to nursing schools. And I have my eye in a few places, but it's still not confirmed yet. I ask you, what ethnicity are you? And I am Palestinian from both sides of my parents, which makes me 100% Middle Eastern. And for those of you guys watching, all I have to say is free Palestine. Somebody asked me what my favorite design to do is, and they didn't specify on what, so I'll give you guys the gist of everything. On a Hydro Flask, I think it would have to be the butterflies. I have one posted up for sale on my account, like a sky blue with 2 butterflies on it and clouds. I think it's an 18 ounce. Anyways, that's besides the point. As for Air Forces, I really like doing the Louis Vuitton, but I am working on a Harry Styles one. And I'm a big Harry Styles, Zayn, One Direction fan, so I'm really excited about that. So that may be tied with the Louis Vuitton. I'm not sure. When I'm done, I'll see. And as for the canvas, I'm really into anime paintings. I don't watch anime, but I really like painting them for some reason. It's odd, and I feel like that's it. Vans, I don't really do anything on Vans. I mean, all I've ever done was sunflowers, which was fun, but I'm hoping that I get more orders on Vans because I want to kind of expand that side of my crazy. Thanks for watching. I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, like, subscribe, leave a comment below. If I missed any of you guys' questions, which I don't think I did, feel free to comment below and I'll get those answered for you. Or if you guys have come across any other questions you want me to answer, I could do that as well. I am working on like 8 other custom shoes right now, which I haven't posted on my Instagram. They are new designs, which I'm really excited about because if you guys like them or get any ideas from that, I can customize your future shoes or whatever you guys have in mind, anything really. So feel free to check that out. Most of my purchases I do are done through my Instagram DMs, and all my social medias are in the description below if you want to follow those, which you guys should follow those. Anyways, I really hope you guys have a great rest of your day and stay safe with this whole pandemic COVID thing that's going on, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.